Hey Scorpios, Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for October 2018. Answer no question, how does your partner feel about you? So the first card that we have for you is the Eon card, which is also the Judgment card. So there's been either some major endings or major new beginnings, possibly in the relationship that you're in, especially from your partner's perspective. There could have been some truths that have come out. There could also be some sort of forgiveness that's required as well. The Judgment card also represents forgiveness. As when things come out, sometimes what comes out isn't always pretty. So they could be going through that kind of process at the moment. We've then got the Science card, which is the Six of Swords. We've got the Temperance card, also known as the Art card in this deck. The Nine of Wands for their intentions, and the Four of Coins for the outcome. So your partner is definitely quite determined to press forward, however that may be. We're going to go ahead and clarify. So loads of major arcanas here. Okay, so at the base of the deck, Aquarius, I'm actually going to do them in order. So I'm going to do Libra. Sorry, thanks Shamaya for your comment. I'm going to do Libra. So I've done Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, then Aquarius and Pisces. I was going to do it in that order, probably. So, but I'll see. Maybe I'll just put Aquarius in before. We'll see. At the base of the deck, we have got the Wheel of Fortune card. I should be done with the readings hopefully by the end of today, if I can get through all these readings before my children come back from their day out. So yeah, if not today, then tomorrow definitely, because I've also not got to go to work tomorrow, so that's cool. Right, so essentially we have got a major decision for your partner, because we have got the Judgment card with the Lovers card. So something's major come out, which now requires a major decision to be made. That's quite simple, really. With the Judgment card and the Lovers card. Yeah. So some truth has come out, which has meant there's like no turning back. It could have been a very ugly truth. It could have been a beautiful truth. Either way, it was the absolute truth that has come out. Something was revealed. And it's just changed things. It's moved the relationship into a whole new kind of level. Whether that be good or bad, I don't know yet. I've got to go through the reading. But it has moved it to another level, to now where a decision has to be made by your partner. We've got the Five of Swords for how you currently feel, Scorpio. So you may be feeling quite defeated. Maybe the truth that has come out is quite painful for you. You know, the information that you had received may have left you kind of feeling a bit dejected, rejected, really let down. I don't think it was news that you really wanted to hear. Or it could have been the complete opposite. It could have been that you were the one delivering this news that your partner really didn't want to hear. But it was like the information that, it's like you were being really honest. Or one of you was being very honest. And you said what you needed to say, regardless of it possibly offending the other person. It's like it just needed to be said. It's like it couldn't be held in anymore, even though it may have been painful, which has now left you guys in a place where either, like I said, you revealed this information and now your partner is left having to see if they can move past this, if they can. Are you talking about me? I don't know, am I? Shamaya. Are you an Aquarius, he said, or are you a Scorpio? So this reading is for Scorpios. So This is reading is answering the question, how does Scorpio's partner feel about them? So Scorpio's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, crush, whoever this other person is, that's who I'm talking about. But then what I also do is I pull a card for you as well, the actual viewer, that will give me more indication as to what the dynamic is in the relationship at the moment pertaining to that particular placement in the reading. So it is a bit confusing, but yeah, I'm a bit complicated, so you get kind of complicated readings from me. But yeah, something was revealed, and now I think your partner's wondering whether they can move past this or whether they can't move past this. Or it could be the other way around, where you are now feeling like, can I move past this or can I not? Whatever has been revealed. So in the near past, we had the Temperance card and the Six of... That's okay. That's all right. I like it when you guys ask questions. I feel like you guys are involved in the reading, so that's cool. No, please ask away. Okay, so we've got the Six of Coins that clarifies the Temperance card. It's a really pretty card, that. It's definitely worth showing it a bit closer. It looks a little bit kind of dramatic, doesn't it? With this like one person split in half and stuff, and then like a white cat animal and a phoenix. I think they both represent fire and water, hot and cold, just opposites, somehow making it work, especially with the Six of Coins. It does talk about balance, reciprocity. So in the past, you guys have maybe been trying to strike a balance. Your partner may have felt like they had to kind of really strike a balance with you. And then we've also got the Three of Coins for you, which again talks about compromise, trying to make it work. Your partner and you may have been really putting a lot of effort into making the relationship work. Maybe you have two very opposite people, and it's quite difficult maybe for you guys to reach a middle ground. Maybe your partner, maybe you or your partner kind of felt like it was just a bit too much. Possibly, maybe that's why I kind of got to this breaking point where someone might have come out and said, actually, I think I've compromised too much, or I don't think I can bend anymore. I'm not sure if I can keep doing this. And it may have left you feeling a bit defeated. Maybe you put a lot of effort into this. It looks like you both put a lot of effort in the near past to kind of make sure that you both were getting out of the situation what you were both putting in. So there was a lot of... the issue of balance was really important in the near past. It could have been monetarily, it could have been time and energy as well that you guys, that your partner, I feel, and you were investing in the relationship. There's also 6 coins inside this person's suit. You can see the 6 coins there. So that's really interesting. So yeah, was there an issue of give and take in terms of time and money? Was there an issue with money in the past? Maybe you guys had split the bills down the middle, you know? Maybe you split the split the bills down the middle, maybe trying to find this middle ground. Maybe it's very hard to find this middle ground. But it looks like even though it may have been hard and a challenge, you guys made it work. You seem to have been quite happy. You seem to be very stable in the past. Things seem to be okay. There was a lot of peace and things seem to be quite balanced. However, currently there's a decision that needs to be made and you're feeling quite defeated about that. Maybe I feel your partner may have had issues with how much they were putting in, and may have felt maybe they were giving more, in the relationship than maybe you were. Maybe they felt they had to compromise a bit too much. And they just felt very challenged possibly by that situation. And they've come out and they've said that maybe there's something more. They haven't been speaking in the past. They weren't saying what they were thinking. They kept a lot of things to themselves. You know, we've got this image here of like this kind of transparent figure. As you can see, she's got her finger over her mouth like that. And then there's like another being within her, it looks like, almost, that could be the truth. So it could be that this person wasn't saying things before. They weren't saying what they really felt before, but now they're talking. And I don't think you were expecting it. You weren't expecting this person to have felt this way and to be saying the things that they're saying, but they're being really honest with you. So their motive is the Six of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Swords. So their motive is to bring harmony again and peace. This person you're dealing with likes to bring harmony and peace. They don't like to rock the boat. They like to work with others. They usually are maybe quite flexible. It could be a Libra that you're dealing with. We did have a kind of similar theme in the Libra reading, where there was an issue with compromise. But Scorpio, your partner feels like they do want a solution to this. They do want a decision to be made. They want things to get better. They want to feel better. They want improved communication with you as well. And they want to be able to talk to you really honestly. They want the truth. They want to have a relationship that is based in truth. And how they really feel. And again, they want this reciprocity again. So maybe before they were kind of keeping things harmonious, you know, because that's what made the relationship work, just kind of biting their tongue, not saying things. But now they may have felt like it's kind of got to the point where it's maybe making them uncomfortable or unhappy. And they now want to just tell you the truth. They just want the relationship to be based on the truth, even if it may hurt. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Expediter Dean. I appreciate that. Oh. Okay, so stay for the whole reading. Appreciate that. Okay, so you are currently in a place of the Prince of Wands in terms of your intentions, or not so much your intentions, sorry, your motive, you know, what's going on within you. The person that you're dealing with is definitely someone who really appreciates truth. They like harmony and truth. This sounds like a Libra to me, most definitely. Could be a Gemini as well, or possibly an Aquarius. Could be an Aquarius. Thank you. So with the Prince of Wands being here, it would seem that your intentions or your motives are to I don't think you want to let this go. You're still quite passionate about this. With the Prince of Wands, you're very passionate. You want to kind of keep things moving forward. You maybe not want to really think too much. Are you Libra rising? Okay, yeah. Cool. So I'm a bit thrown off now with those compliments. But yeah, this is quite interesting that you feel this way. It's like you want to keep pressing forward. You don't want to give up. You're still very passionate about the relationship. You're still curious to look at solutions for the situation. But ultimately, like, you're not giving up. Yeah, I think you're willing to fight for this. You're very passionate about this. And you're feeling very positive. You want a positive outcome. You want things to get better. And you're willing to try new things to see if that can happen. So their intentions is the 9 of Wands, and again the 9 of Coins here. So their intentions is again to not give up. So they have got a decision to make. They don't want to give up. They have invested, and they recognize that this is going to be a long-term thing, that it will take work. So they are looking for solutions. They do want this to work, but they just want it to be more honest. They want it to be a more honest kind of relationship rather than them compromising and things like that too much. They want it to be real, and they want to put in the work to enable that to happen. And they recognize that that will take time, that it's not going to happen overnight, but they're willing to put in the hard work, I believe, to get there. They're not giving up. They haven't given up on the relationship. So you may feel defeated in some way, but they haven't given up at all. They are going to stick around. They're not going anywhere. Yeah. And with the 2 9s here as well, this is quite a self-focused energy. So they are thinking a lot more about their own needs at the moment. And they're not going to give up on that either. They're still, even though they are making their relationship a priority, they're also making their own needs a priority. And they're, that's also very, very important to them, that they're not going to give up on that. They're not going to back down. They're not willing to compromise anymore, I feel, on their own needs. But they do want the relationship to work as well. So yeah. Your intentions is the 7 of Coins. So you may be feeling that your intentions is to really think, okay, so all that you may be thinking, like, so all this time you haven't told me that you're not happy. So all this time I've been invested, it's like feels like a bit of a waste, a bit of a wasted effort. If I've gone and put all this time into it, but really you weren't happy, you maybe feel a little bit cheated and like you wasted time. But ultimately you are getting the truth here, and I feel that that is really positive. And also ultimately in the base of the deck we have got the Wheel of Fortune, which is really positive. This means that things will be turning. Also, the Wheel of Fortune reminds us that you have to take the good with the bad sometimes. Sometimes the relationships are really, really lovely and then they're not. But it doesn't mean that the relationship isn't moving forward or isn't still a positive connection, but that there will be ups and downs in the relationship, and not to feel too upset maybe by this change, by the fact that, the Eon card or the Judgment card has come up and this revelation has come about in the relationship, where there has been a truth that has now been revealed, that actually it's only going to help the wheel turn further again to become back on that kind of positive spin on things. If that makes sense. So yeah, things will get better. Don't worry too much. It's just how things are. It's about the rhythm of life. Nothing's ever kind of straight and flat and great all the time. You have ups and you have downs, and you appreciate the great bits when you hit the low bits. And when you're in the low bits, when you're in the high bits, you appreciate where you've come from, and you learn from those mistakes to make those great bits even better. So yeah, I think there is definitely something to do with the law of rhythm here for you that you need to think about. And consider what has brought you here as well. The 7 of Wands, 7 of Coins as well, sorry, also talks about considering what you have done so far to bring you to this point, and really try to look at what you've done and how maybe you could not repeat that, or how you could change what you've done in the past to avoid this happening again. So it's definitely a reflective time for you, and I think that you do intend to reflect on things and really consider how you're going to move forward to bring about the changes that you do want to see. But I think it will take a bit of effort, and yeah, you may need to accept certain truths for that to happen. So in the near future, we have got the 4 of Coins for your partner, and the Knight of Cups here, which is two really quite positive cards when paired together. The Knight of Cups is also the King of Cups in other decks, but it's also pictured in this deck as a knight, someone who's fighting for love. I see in this card, especially with the Cancer symbol here, is quite a tough energy. Someone who's tough on the outside but very soft on the inside. This person is very resilient. They're very determined. They know what they want. They're very ambitious for this relationship. And I think they are willing again to do what it takes to make this work. I just don't think that they're going anywhere. They're quite committed and they want to see this work. And I want to say as well, they want to build a strong foundation in the relationship so that you guys can be kind of happy again. So I think this is just a bump in the road. I think that's why the Fortune card came up, or the Wheel of Fortune card came up, because it's letting you know that this is just a bump in the road, that things will get better. So don't be too disheartened. In the near future, we have got the Four of Swords. So we've got you here maybe calling a truce, as we can see here. It's named the card Truce. But also, again, it's about harmony. Not talking so much, maybe taking a break. You may feel like you want to take a break from the relationship. It may be a time of healing as well in the near future for you, where you kind of, and it's quite nice actually, because you go from a 5 down to a 4. So you go from this quite stressed out, defeated energy to just kind of accepting the change that's come. So things will get better. Like I've said, you will find this peace. You guys will go back. Things will roll back. And there's another circle here as well, which again just reiterates that whole energy of things kind of just rolling on with the Wheel of Fortune, with there being an ebb and flow to the relationship, with there being the ups and downs, that you will find peace. You will find peace in the relationship, and you will start to accept things. I feel that there'll be a kind of acceptance for you in the near future, where there'll be an inner peace that you will feel, and you'll kind of go with the flow a little bit more, I think, and not being so worried about kind of taking control of the situation to make it go in the way that you want, which we all do. We all do that. When things are going wrong, we tend to want to take control and have things go our way. And we definitely see you here kind of being quite determined. I'm Cancer I'm a Sun in Scorpio. I didn't see that. Okay, hi Sammy. Expediter Dean, what a beautiful reading. I'm Cancer Libra, but I have several Scorpios around me. Okay. Cool. So does this reading relate at all? I hope so. Just say yes. Yeah, but it looks like you here as a Scorpio, you are definitely fired up about the relationship and very passionate. So you have strong feelings for this person. But things will get better, don't worry. And I don't think your partner's going anywhere, but they do need to know, I feel, that you are listening to them. You guys need to communicate. There definitely needs to be some communication. You may need to do a lot more listening in the relationship as well. With it being the Four of Swords, ending on the Four of Swords. You may need to really listen to what your partner needs, because they've got plans for their life. Like they've got, their own priorities too. And they may just feel like they need you to listen a bit more to that. You may have felt like they kept it from you, like they were secretive, and they did, like, you may feel a bit hurt by that. But they probably were just maybe too not strong enough to tell you, because they just like to keep the peace. They like there to be harmony. They really do, but they've come to a point where something's got to give. And it's causing a conflict within themselves. So, yeah. So I think if you can talk about this, I think things would be okay between you guys. and you may need to listen a lot more. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle deck for you, Scorpio, for you and your partner. Okay, so we've got dating. Spirit's advice is dating. So I would say Spirit's advice is kind of finding a common ground, maybe sharing some time together where you guys sit down over a kind of glass of wine, maybe take things down a notch and just kind of get to know each other again, maybe, so that you have an understanding between you two. The obstacle is freedom. I feel like your partner just felt a bit trapped because they were not really being their authentic self, or not being really honest with you about what they wanted or felt in the relationship, which is causing them to feel trapped. So that's what there needs to be more freedom in the relationship. This person needs to feel like they have space too, to maybe express themselves fully in the relationship. Yeah. Then we've got what brings you together is long distance. What brings you together is long distance. Like, really, Spirit? Like, you're trying to make this hard for me. So maybe it's the time apart that you guys are having that actually is bringing you closer. Maybe the time apart that you guys are experiencing at the moment, maybe because you are going through a bit of a rift, actually is maybe making you realize how much you care about each other. Maybe that's what this means. And that's what's actually bringing you together, possibly the distance between you two. Okay, so you're learning about money, value, time, possibly as well. They're learning about the Ice King. That's their lesson. These are the lesson cards for both of you. So they could be learning, your partner could be learning about how to communicate and be really honest and really say what they think and be strong in that, and to be passionate about their own beliefs, and to be brave enough to express themselves. You're learning about money. So you're learning about the value maybe of time investment, learning about time invested in the relationship. You see them as short term. So I think you're worried that they're going to be going somewhere, but they see you as true love. Okay, and at the base of the deck, we do have twin flame. So the lessons that you're going through together are brought about by destiny to enable you to grow more as individuals. So this person, I feel, has entered into your life and has, you guys are facing these issues. So your partner can learn more about how to be braver about expressing themselves, and possibly you're learning about money. And I keep saying money, but maybe money is an issue. We did have the 6 of coins as well. I don't know, maybe you guys are splitting bills down the middle. Maybe you're learning more about how to, the value of your own money, the value of their money, the value of what you guys are both investing in the relationship. There seems to be an issue with that. Maybe your partner feels like they're always paying on dates. I've had that before. Like, I'm dating someone, they're like, I'm always paying on dates. And I didn't realize that that was a problem because they just always paid, but apparently it was a problem. So yeah, it could be something like that. You're learning maybe about how important money is in relationships and how much it can affect relationships as well. If if it's not talked about, and you see them as short term. But I think you're worrying here, and I think that's really relating to the defeat card, where you just feel like they're not going to stick around, but actually they are. They're not going anywhere, and they do see you as true love. But I think there may be some sort of separation with you guys at the moment, with there being long distance here. But I don't think your partner's going anywhere. Even if there is space between you two, your partner is not going anywhere. Oh, you've got mending, card that's popped out for you, Scorpio. So I'm going to pull a few more cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay. Okay, then we've got go the distance. Yeah. So we did say that your partner is in it for the long haul. This is about, like, this is going the distance. Like, you just need to kind of go through this period, but it's just happening now. It's not how it's always going to be. So go the distance. Don't give up. And then we've got all that glitters. Again, it's something relating to money here in the relationship. And then we've got to see. So I think this is about trying something new, going on a bit of an adventure, and maybe doing things a bit differently. Going to see, seeing what else there is to see, going to new lands, in the relationship, trying new things. But yeah, and we have got mending here. So I think it's a process that you guys are going through to actually help you become better people or better individuals, more stronger, mending maybe some old wounds or issues that maybe you have with money, about sharing time, compromising in the relationships. Yeah, and all that glitters is not gold. So if this person, maybe this person feels like you only value them maybe for their money. Sometimes that happens. Like it can get confusing. Maybe your partner feels kind of like that, but they're feeling like all that glitters is not gold. That there's more to them than that. But hopefully you can talk to them. If obviously that's not the case, but hopefully you can talk to them about that and let them know that that's not how you feel at all. And yeah, you guys will get through this. Okay, it's just the typical Wheel of Fortune moment. There's the ups and there's the downs, and then there's the ups again, and there'll be downs as well. So just keep going. Allow these changes to transform the relationship into something more positive, rather than to bring you guys down. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for all your comments. If you did enjoy the reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. I would truly appreciate that. If you'd like your own reading, you can email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. All the details to get your reading, and also to these cards, are linked below as well if you wanted to get your own copy of the cards. I know that a few people have asked me about them before by email, so I thought I would just leave the links down below to make it easier for you guys. And yeah, apart from that, have a really lovely evening. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you in a minute. I think I'll do one more reading for today. If I can squeeze in another one, I will, but I am hungry, so we'll see. Take good care. Speak to you in a bit. Bye.